It's one thing if you go to college for 4 years and then go out there, Nick. Right. It's another thing when you're going to college and working at the same time. It gives you a perspective that you might not normally have, right?
Definitely.
Good. All right. Well, we'll come back to you. Now, you are involved. You have an internship, Nick, right?
Yes.
Where are you doing your internship?
I had my internship over the summer and a little bit over in September at Sikorsky Aircraft in Bridgeport.
Sikorsky Aircraft. That's my old stomping grounds, Nick. Yeah?
A great place.
So how'd you like? Tell me what you did there.
Oh, well, I was a manufacturing support intern for the Aerostructures Product Center. And I would help out with a lot of the operations sides, improving efficiency. I worked on value stream mapping events. I did time studies, just a lot of different odds and ends to.
Were you attached to manufacturing engineering, industrial engineering, or?
I worked with everybody, which was a great experience. I got to work with people from all different backgrounds, and it got me to be really well rounded with the industry and. With the business, which was a great opportunity, and I really liked it.
Drew, you recently had canceled an event called the Innovation Connection. We've got about 5 minutes left, so tell us about that event.
Okay, so well, it's our second year of partnering with the UConn Engineering School. It's an event we co-host where we try to showcase something that's relevant to the innovation community and the entrepreneurship community and shows off our students. And so this year what we were doing was talking about how to get businesses connected to our students, whether it's through internships or class projects or other activities like this Talent Bridge program. Sandy blew us away, and so we're now, it blew us all the way.
That's right, the storm, right.
Yeah, they blew us all the way to January 24th. So Thursday, January 24th, we're hosting it here on campus in the Connecticut room in Memorial Hall. And there'll be a 1 hour panel at 3 o'clock with Deb Santee, who oversees this Talent Bridge program for the state, and a couple of professors and a representative from our advising office and career placement office that does the
How many
internships.
companies are you going to have there?
There are usually about 65 business people, representatives of companies who'll come, and they'll hear about the Talent Bridge program, about our internship programs and so forth.
So how would this Nick and this Nick, would they be participating in the?
Well, I'm hoping they do come, and
Nick,
they would have a table with a poster where they could share what they did with the internship. So the businesses can see, well, this is the quality of students that we have, the people that, the real talent and the real things that we expect. We don't want them to go do clerical jobs. We want them to do this real stuff that these guys are doing.
Okay, so what would you be doing there?
Basically, at the
show, right?
The show?
Yeah.
I have a couple projects that I've done at the internships, so I could basically just showcase that, and also show them that this is what I'm applying into the actual work field from the classroom.
Right.
Yeah. So we're looking at a win-win here because he's going to be talking about the programs.
What year is Nick in?
I'm a fourth-year student.
Oh, so he's a senior.
So the big win is these guys are going to meet about 65 possible employers or people that they might do business with, but it's also going to showcase what we do here.
Excellent. And how about you?
Well, definitely, I'll just talk about my experience and how I've learned how to work in a manufacturing facility with aerospace, and we have a big aerospace state. So I'll definitely like to show off my skills and experiences there.
Right. Let me give you guys, because part of what I do for a living is I do a lot of executive coaching, and I have a lot of senior clients, and a lot of people who hire people. And there's really three things. Like when you're in a show like this, if I were a president of a company and I came up to you, Nick, or to you, Nick, there's really three things you have to get across to me, right? You have to express your interest in my company. That's why before you guys go to the show, you know the names of these 65 companies, do some research on them and find out which ones you like. So the first thing you got to tell me is why you're interested, right? The next thing, which is really important, listen to both of you talk, is you have to tell me the skills you bring to the table. Right? Because what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the skill sets that are going to help you be successful in my company, right? If you say to me, I can be to work on time, I mean, that's interesting, but I expect you to be to work on time. If you tell me you do a lot of good analysis, that's something else, right? So express an interest, bring skills to the table, and the last thing is why you would be a good match. If you can keep those 3 bullets in your mind, you'll be successful. Now tell me, in your assignment, go ahead, Drew.
I just want to be clear. This is open to the public, so
Right.
you know that we expect around 60 people to come, but you know we got room for 200. Y'all come.
We have room for 200.
It's a big room. You know, like if with 200 people, you know, if there were more people, if there's a small business out there who wants to learn about Talent Bridge, they should come. You know, if there's somebody who's a good-sized company who's looking for engineering students, they should come. So, you know, it's not like it's a closed invitation. People should come to this January 24th event if they're looking for student talent for whatever their project is.
Okay, let me ask you this question, Nick. If I asked you, so tell me, what was the one thing that if you had to indicate to me that you got out of this assignment with the company, what would that one special thing be?
That one special thing I would say is being able to understand what a client needs to be done, and how our part is going, how we can make it work for them. Because clients usually send out drawings, pictures of the facilities and what they want to be done. So I mean, just having a basic understanding of what is supposed to be done, I believe is the great key.
Now, the company that you work for, what was that name again?
Certification products.
And what do they make?
They design and manufacture both custom and standard oil spill containment. Solutions for oil spill containments.
Okay. All right. So you receive specifications from the
Right.
customer, what you're looking for, and not only do you design it,
Right.
but you manufacture it as well?
Well, they manufacture it. What I do, I just create the design solutions for the customers.
I see. So do you actually have customer interface work?
No, what I do, I'm working with this guy ahead of me, and he sends me the emails with the pictures of the company and what they want to be done, and I just go ahead and construct it.
How long does your assignment last down there, Nick?
I'll say about 30 minutes.
No, but I mean your whole assignment. I mean you're there assigned to that company for what long period of time?
From early November to end of May.
Oh, so you got a good 6 months, almost a 6-month assignment down there. You were a short timer down at the wing desk, Nick.
Yeah.
You were down there for 4 months. What was the best thing you got out of your assignment down there?
I think it was just experience with the people there. You know, working with people higher up, working with engineers, working with people on the shop floor, quality, health and safety, just working with a variety of people.
Well, as someone who's majoring in management, being able to build teams and getting along with people is certainly pretty important, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And when you get out there into the real world, I mean, I can tell you that in most companies, Nick, being able to solve a problem technologically or in a marketing sense or an accounting and finance sense, it's usually pretty easy for most people. I'm not making light of it, but it's usually pretty easy. Where the problems usually come in is in the inner workings of the team and in communications. I mean, if there's a problem, you're going to find communications a part of it. And being able to get along with these different people makes all the difference in the world. All the difference in the world. So that's good. So, Drew, when you step back, and we got a couple minutes, when you step back and you look at this whole thing, I mean, give us your perspective over what the Talent Bridge program has meant to Nick and what the internship program has meant to this Nick.
Well, I think that what you were just talking about, being able to talk across disciplines, you know, that Nick is having customer interface, if not directly, he's at least seeing what the communication is, he's seeing what the customer's experience is. And Nick Alaimo having the experience of saying, well, now I got to talk to engineers. I'm not an engineer, but figuring out what they need and what they want and how he can be helpful in that process. I think that's one of the things that an internship like this can really do. And our hope, the state's hope, my hope is that these guys get great positions in either a technology company or an early stage company. So it's really about building this relationship where we take the somewhat abstract version of the classroom and we make it real so that when these guys come out, they're ready to go.